Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 6 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Iroquois. This is the second attempt I've had at the Iroquois campaign. I did forget how slow it is to get started as the Native American, simply because you're very limited in terms of being able to take land. You can only really take land from your rivals in certain conditions. You can't fabricate claims on your neighbours. You have the forced migration CB that you can get, but unfortunately that doesn't allow you to take land either. So the best way you can get land really is to colonize. So it does make things a little bit tricky. I'm not too sure. Oh, they did manage to get themselves unblack flagged by coming into their own territory. Now, unfortunately, we do have a terrain penalty because again it's their fort, so they are technically the defenders. But we did win that battle anyway. So Squinhock is no longer a valid rival. That's unfortunate. We should be able to finish these guys. These guys are our rival. Now what we want to do here is use the... I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to do a shift consolidate actually. I don't want to have to pay to rebuild all of my units, but we've got very, very few men here. 49% chance. We only need this province to fall and we'll have the 100% war score. So hopefully... No, the game is just going to have a water shortage instead. Now, they may come back and attack, but they've got very, very low morale. So I'm kind of hoping that by the time they've got any sort of decent morale, we've managed to take this province. But yes, what I was thinking about doing, and I'm still considering it, I haven't looked into it yet, but I did want to go and see if it's possible using the custom nation designer to create a nation in the New World that isn't restricted by the native policies of not being able to basically attack anybody. Because that just takes the fun out of the game, in my opinion. Come on, can we get this to fall? Wow, 3 water shortages in a row. You know what's basically going to happen here? The game is going to consistently wait until they're at full morale, and then just allow them to come in and win the fight. Because, yeah, here we go. Here he comes. Now, luckily, he wasn't at full morale. We do still have the terrain penalty, which is a pain. And then we're probably not going to have enough men to be able to do the siege. And that's exactly correct. We do not have enough siege power in here. So I'm going to go and have to get a mercenary just to go and complete this siege. So this is basically the way... Oh, it looks like Powhatan's coming down to help. But this is basically the way the AI works. If it can't beat you fairly, it'll basically screw you over with the numbers. We are... Right, friendlies can attach. Please come down here and help. Because all they go... Right, we are back up to 3k at least now. Defenders desert. We still don't have a wall breach. Corruption is one of the most common and frequent factors of political and economic life. Never in history has this been more prominent than in the times of feudal regimes. I think we'll just take the corruption, which is annoying because it's going to cost... Oh, are you just going to go in and kick them? Okay, fine. I'm down with that. I will keep that... right, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, we've got it anyway. Okay, fine. Let's just quickly pause. Get rid of the mercenary then. And we want to peace out with you. And we want to use the... Because so you can't make them a vassal. You can't take their land. War goal prevents demanding the province. So we want the show strength. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that basically gives us 100 power points in all of our criteria. So fantastic. So we have a mission. Create an army for our nation. Recover from the wars. Well, create an army. We definitely want to do that. Looks like we've lost a few of our rivals. In fact, Huron's the only rival that we now have. Still showing we can't get any techs. It's going to be a while before we can adopt any institutions. Because we don't even have any feudalism. Because we're not going to get any of these... these institutions aren't going to spread at all unless we get a Westerner over here spreading them. So that's the problem that we've got here. I might as well put my army maintenance down. It's not like I can reinforce. as I've got no manpower. So it causes a little bit of a problem for us. Now, how is the colony going? See, it's slowing down again. Colony level -6. And it's got 600 colonists. So I guess for every 100 colonists a colony has, you lose 1% of your new settler gain chance per month. Which you'd think would be the opposite way round, wouldn't you? You'd think the bigger a colony is, the more chance it has of attracting more settlers. That seems like a strange thing, really. But no, that's the way Paradox want to play it, so fine. And I would have to go back through and re-watch my original playthrough, but I'm sure previously that when you had a humiliate rival CB, or when you had a forced migration CB, that you could still use that CB to take land from them. I'm almost convinced, because I remember using the humiliate rival CB and not realising that there was the show strength option, and I was actually taking land. But it appears that you can't do that now. So I'm a little bit confused by that. So if I was to declare war against the Huron, yeah, full annexation. I guess you can't wipe them out. Yeah, but conquest of provinces. So you can't full annex, you can't take provinces, you can't return cores or revoke cores. You can't enforce vassalage or protectorate. So basically, there's no way now, as a native, to actually take anything from... There's no way as a native to actually take anything away in terms of land from your neighbours. So if you want to grow in size, you literally have to just colonise. Which is a little bit ridiculous. If you can't go to war in EU4, what is the point of playing? Now, like I said, they seem to be making the Native American start more and more difficult. So what I was thinking about doing is building a custom nation in the New World that doesn't have those restrictions. I haven't had time to do it yet, because this video that I'm recording now, this is episode 6, this is the same recording session as episode 1. I've literally recorded 6 videos. I've been playing now for a couple of hours, and I have played and recorded 6 videos straight through, and I'm probably going to do one more, do 7 videos to take me up to a full week. I've decided I'm going to start playing EU4 and uploading videos 7 days a week while I can, because it is my most watched series. Most of my viewers do seem to be here for EU4. They certainly get the most views, so I'm going to keep on with EU4. And a lot of things depend on whether or not I manage to get a job that I have an interview for next week. Although I'm actually currently recording this on Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This video will go out on Thursday. So if you're watching this video, I will have already had my interview. I don't know whether or not I will know on the day, whether or not I've got the job, and even... how long it'll take me before I find out. But either way, by the time you're watching this video, I will have had an interview for a full-time job. Depending on whether or not I get that job may affect my ability and the frequency with which I can put out more videos. It is my intent and hope to keep producing YouTube videos. I do want to keep my YouTube channel running. The job that I'm applying for, again, I'm not going to say too much about it at the moment until I know one way or another, but it is a contract-based job, which means it won't necessarily be permanent. It may last 6 months, it may last 3 years. It's difficult to tell at this stage. That's assuming that I even got it to begin with, which I hope I do, because I'm quite excited about it. It's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. It is working for a company that I have been aware of and admired for many years, ever since I was a kid, and I won't say exactly, but it's a game developer. It is a game developer that I would be working for, and I used to play their games when I was a kid, and I've really admired the company and wanted to work for them for quite some time, but never thought the opportunity would come up. So really really happy that this opportunity has arisen. But anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is because, one, the gameplay here is a little bit slow, and I could have been running at speed 4, but I wasn't. But I just wanted to let you guys know that there may be a reduction in videos. I hope that isn't the case, but this is one of the reasons why I'm trying to get a bit of recording done in advance. So if I do end up being uber busy in a week or two with the job, then I've already got videos ready to put up. We don't really need the admin. I think we're just going to take the money. Consider getting some buildings. So that's probably not really worth it for 0.4. Would be nice to get the cheaper advisors, though. Let's go ahead and do that. How much are we making? 1.25. So a half-price advisor wouldn't be terrible. Let's hang on to some money for a while, actually. Once that's built, then we can go and get an advisor. A new advancement. Let's go ahead and get that finished. So all three of those are done. We can't reform our government yet because we need to have a neighbour who has embraced some institution with an adjacent core province. So we're going to have to wait until somebody from the New World turns up here. Now it's only 1485, so it's a little bit early for such a thing to be happening. We are getting some CBs, nothing that we can really enact right now. Who could we potentially attack? You are not allied with me. We are improving relations with you. Yeah, just don't really have anything that we can do to attack. I must admit, I'm a little bit disappointed with the way that... Yeah, you're still in the wrong federation. I'm a little bit disappointed the way that Paradox has made this, so it's kind of impossible to take territory at the moment. I really, really don't like that. You guys keep moving around, which is annoying, but I can't do anything about it. Let's go ahead and take the Diplotech. We might as well keep teching up now. But look at that, our institution's tech penalty is currently up to 85%. If we go and have a look at the institutions, I mean, the Renaissance is giving us a 35% cost, but we haven't even adopted feudalism. Embraced in 0 out of our 6 provinces. There is no feudalism anywhere. And I can't even at the moment see any colonists. I mean, it's usually Florida that gets settled first, or sometimes up here in Canada. Sometimes England gets up here, or maybe even Denmark or Norway. But yeah, there's nothing really up there. Sometimes even Scotland, but there's nothing up there at all at the moment. So I'll have to wait a little bit on that one. How is our colony doing now? We are up to 787, and the colony level is -7. So I'm guessing once we get up to 800... then that penalty will go up to -8. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Tobacco we have here. That's worth a little bit more, so we might be able to get some more cash for that. So current rivals is literally just the Huron. The problem is with the Huron is they have a little bit of an alliance network there. They've got Miami. Miami's not too big. I think Miami is just a single province. Or at least it was. I'm not even certain where Miami is at the moment. They've got Ottawa. Ottawa's all the way down there. Miami's all the way over there. Global trade power plus 10%. That's not bad. We may even be able to take them on, providing we've got the manpower to do so, because their only 2 allies are all the way down here across the map. So providing we can stop them all from consolidating their forces, it might work out for us. Of course, a lot of our allies are beating the snot out of each other at the moment, so we probably want to hold off on that one. Right, yeah, colony's now at 804. And the penalty is now -8. Yep, so that is the way it works. So let's go ahead and see if we can hire an advisor now. How much money are we making? Not even a ducat a month. Morale of armies would be really, really useful, though. We don't want the +2 guy. Let's go for the morale of armies guy. We want to be able to make sure that we can win these fights. Now, we're still not even back up to our full manpower yet. We still require 2,600 men. So it's still going to take 2 years just to get our army back up to full size, and that's before we've even managed to... no, it's gone up slightly now. But it's still going to take us 2 years to get our army back up to full size, and that's before we've even managed to replenish our manpower. I'm not even sure why the AI bothers to spy on each other in this to be as a native, because you can't really do anything. Even if you do have a spy network against someone, I mean, natives can't fabricate claims. I mean, I guess you can do things like supporting rebels and stealing maps, but nobody's got a high enough tech to do that at the moment, so why even bother? Let's go ahead once more and just have a quick look around and see if there's anybody who is not in a federation. I really do feel that most people are going to be... You're not in a federation at the moment. Interesting. Your opinion about me is in the toilet. Your neutral towards me, your rival towards the Pico, which is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and see if we can improve relations there. It'd be interesting if we could get you in. The Cree would join, though. Oh, Cree's already in a federation led by the Huron. I didn't look at that bit first, did I? It's what I should have done. Ojibwe, you're in my one already. Land leader maneuver, +1. Very nice. Recall our diplomat there. So yeah, pretty much looks like everybody's already... You're not in a federation. Potawatomi, you're going to have the same... You're joining an alliance. Let's go ahead and ally you. And then you'll actually be willing to join the federation. Now, yes, I do have too many diplomatic relations. That is fine. But we'll invite you to the federation. Fantastic. Federation is getting stronger. You're in a federation. God damn that autosave. Every time you're trying to do something, it decides it's going to pop up and stop you from doing it. Yeah, everybody else is in a federation, so... Now, I do have one ally that I'm not in a federation with. Should probably just look at that list to make life easier. Alliance, alliance, alliance. Is it Abenaki? Yeah, it's Abenaki. I've got an alliance with Abenaki, and Abenaki... says Quinnock's opinion changed by +30. Abenaki is... not in the Federation. They're in the Federation with... Actually, then... Yeah, they are in a Federation. They're in the Federation with the Sis and Henquok. That's fine. Ah, free stuff. Nice. So we could dissolve that alliance. Probably will. Get rid of that for now. Then we won't be over our limit anymore. Let's go ahead and... Not really worth it for the manpower. Do we want more diplomatic reputation? I guess we might as well. It's a unique building that we can build. So we'll go ahead and do that. How's the colony doing now? 858 settlers. Be nice to get that event again that gives us the free stuff. The free colonists. Would be useful. But I doubt it's going to happen, let's be honest. Not usually that lucky. Forced migration CB against the... I never get this one right, it's a difficult word. Susquehannock. Again, though, we're still not even at max... yeah, we could actually ally them if we wanted to. Yeah, forced migration CB... We're not actually rivals anymore, though. So I guess we could ally them. Do you know what? I think I will. I think I'll ally them, even though it puts us over the limit. I think it's probably worth doing it. Yeah, you still pretty much hate me. I understand. Not a lot I can do about that, though. So all the ideas are finished. We really need a Westerner to turn up now. Of course, got to be careful, because if a Westerner turns up, they can sort of just steamroll us at the moment, because we are still basically running on Tech 1. However, we have managed to fully rebuild our army, and we... look at our force limit now, though. Our force limit is now 25. 25 stack. I would like to build up more towards it, but for some reason we are now suddenly losing money. I don't know why we're suddenly losing money. We weren't losing money a moment ago. Is it still rooting out the corruption? Minimum autonomy, power costs. It shouldn't. Corruption is going down every year. What's costing me so much money all of a sudden? I must have lost some war reparations that were coming in from somebody. My trade value is also going down slightly as well, which I guess happens as people move around and trade values change from region to region. But let's go ahead and gain an extra mercantilism. It's probably not going to make too much of a difference. Nope, still losing money, only a tiny little bit. But still, a loss is a loss. I mean, what we could do is we could go ahead and spend some admin power and increase our development in a few provinces. It certainly increases the income. We also don't have positive stability at the moment, which also usually helps with the income, so we go ahead and do that. And there's no point in having a force limit of 25,000 men if you don't actually have enough income to support an army that large, but we might certainly want to start building the army up if we want to take on Huron. Either way, I've got over the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to end the video there. When we come back next time, we'll probably get a chance to start yet another colony. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you are still enjoying EU4 as the Iroquois. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.